Well, howdy there, y'all. Yamasaki here. Welcome back to the channel. And today, we're going to be looking at an old Nitro airplane engine. So stay tuned. So today, guys, we're going to be running a Nitro engine. Now, this particular Nitro engine came off of this airplane. This is an old Great Plains Extra 300S. And I put it all together, I put a battery in it, and I was going to see if I could get it running so I could fly it a couple weekends ago, probably around a month ago now. But the way the engine's mounted, it's mounted angular. So the head of the engine would be right here. The exhaust goes in this little compartment right there. And I couldn't get it to fire. I don't know why, because I just built a stand, just got finished, and actually just got done running this engine a couple of times, and it's running flawlessly. So I'm wondering if it's just because it's been sitting too long and it wasn't able to suction the fuel through itself or what. But this is the engine right here. It's an old, I believe, because I put this engine on Reddit, a picture of it, and people were saying it's an H&B, so I'm not sure, but this is a GMS 2000 47.2, and it's a really nice engine. You know, I mean, you can tell it's a nice engine when the prop just bobbles freely like that. Like, the only other one I've seen do this was a 61 FX 2-stroke from OS. So, yeah. And I'm so surprised at how big this muffler is, because this thing's huge. I mean, my hand next to it, it's almost as big as my hand. But, yeah, you know, I just, this is how I do all my engine tests, is I just build a little wooden stand, I bolt it on there, I put a little 2-ounce fuel tank, wire it up, rubber band it, put a nice primitive throttle mechanism. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it all works, you know. And in fact, I don't know if you guys remember, but that Piper Cub that I got in the airplane halls, yesterday I got that engine running. It was a OS 4-stroke 47, I believe. I can't exactly remember, but I'll probably do another engine test video. I'll actually do an engine test video for that engine one of these days, because it's not mounted back on the airplane yet. It's just sitting next to it. But yeah, without further ado, guys, let's get this engine fired up and have some fun. So stay tuned. Alrighty, guys, so I got everything hooked up. Just gonna set the camera over here and zoom in because I need room to get around the engine. But we'll just zoom her in here, just like that. I got my flight box here with my glow plug, igniter, and just a starter. I'm gonna be starting her on about half throttle, or not even that, just a little quarter of the throttle. Fires up pretty good. Oh, she died. Let's try and fire her up again. She hasn't been starting in a long time, so I'm sure this is normal for an engine to warm up after so many years. adjust the needle a little bit, but for the most part, I think she's running pretty good. Just a little carb adjustment. She'll be running just fine. Make sure my throttle lever isn't unscrewing, because that would be bad. We wouldn't have any control. Put this right about there. I think she's running pretty good, guys. I really do. Well, guys, I'm satisfied. I think she's running beautifully for who knows how long she's been started last. I mean, it's got good bearings, good everything. So who knows who even knows how many times this engine was run? I mean, it's a really clean engine. I mean, everything's there, runs fine. I mean, the only thing I'm stumped on is why it never started on that old extra over there. I'm wondering if it just has to do with, because I know the carburetor attaches to the crankcase here, and then the fuel moves up and into the cylinder via slots within the piston and cylinder walls. So I'm not exactly sure, but it probably has to do a lot with the fact that it just hasn't been started in a really long time. And I think these engines were made around the early 2000s, if I remember correctly, looking them up on the website, on the old GMS website, because that plane came out in the early 2000s too, so these must be correct time period equipment for both the plane and the engine. But I mean, yeah, I think she's gonna turn out fine. I'll have to start doing more engine videos. I mean, the amount of engines I have on planes and the amount of planes I have can do a lot with it. Can do a lot with everything. But, well, guys, that's going to be it for this video. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment for more content. Yamasaki out. See y'all later.